Okay, so this is the story, Whispers in the Wind. So, Talo, how to use Talo with a reading passage. So, the kids read the passage, and as they read the passage, um, they'll read it one time, then you'll go back and have the kids highlight the beginning of some of these sentences because they have half a sentence, then there's a comma. Half the sentence and a comma. A couple of words, then a comma. A couple of words, then a comma. A couple of words, then a comma. A half a sentence, then a comma. A couple of words, then a comma. Couple of words, then a comma. Well, two of the sentences have and at the beginning. And as the days turn to weeks and weeks to months, something magical happened. And every now and then, when the wind would pick up and play with Leela's shimmering locks, you could see, you could almost hear it whispering, "Be proud, be you." So now, with this, you'll have the kids, you know, pick up what they notice. So they notice A and D at the very beginning. They notice the comma. Well, here in the U.S., elementary teachers usually don't let the kids begin sentences with and because they don't know how to really write the sentence. They'll do um, and as the days turn to weeks and weeks to months, period. And then they'll start a new sentence. Something magical happened, period. So because they don't know how to use commas correctly in elementary, they're told not to start sentences with and. And then later in middle school, we can teach them how to make um, a compound sentence. We can teach them how to make a compound sentence and use the commas appropriately, and how to use conjunctions appropriately. So then the kids will talk about what they notice. Then after you have them talk about what they notice, then you get them to say, okay, let's take out some paper, guys. And so then the kids take out some paper and they begin to practice writing sentences with "and" at the beginning. And you teach them what conjunctions are, how the conjunction "and" works in a sentence, and then you'll teach them how to use "and" in the middle of a sentence, use "and" at the beginning of a sentence, and how "and" works with commas. And then have the kids write a few sentences and practice writing with "and" at the beginning and in the middle of sentences. So that is how you would use Talo. Now, how you would use Tavi would be same passage. Okay, same passage, but now, didn't mean to do that. Okay, but anyway, same passage. They read the passage, and as they read the passage, then your questions will be not on what they see as far as the sentences and the commas and the periods and the words, but it'll be more about the meaning of what was written. Like, describe Leela's unique feature and how it made her feel among the other children. Okay? How did Sam's perspective about Leela's hair differ from that of the other children? Okay? Or the plot, the story, the details of the story. What change occurred in Leela's attitude towards her hair after she became friends with Sam? Okay, can the kids read and infer information from the story? Why do you think the other children began to approach Leela after she started to embrace her uniqueness? What's the theme of the story? What message or moral does the story convey about being different or unique? So that would be your Tavi. So Tavi is, what did you read? Can you understand what you read? Can you identify information about what you read? That's Tavi. Talo is, okay, let's look at how this sentence was written. Oh, why do they have 2 commas in this sentence? Let's see. Well, what else? Like, let's look at some vocabulary. Shimmered. Do you know what shimmered means? So you can have the kids highlight the words that they don't know. Okay? Then they can go through and just, oh, prism. We don't know prism. And then the kids highlight vocabulary words. Or you can have the kids look at, because you're not looking at meaning. The kids are not looking at the meaning of this story. They're looking at how was it written. So you can have them, hey guys, let's look at quotation marks. And then have the kids look at, when do we put quotation marks? And why do we put the question mark inside the quotation marks? So you can practice that. But that would be Talo. Talo is looking at how to write. And Tavi is looking at, did you understand the story? So that's the difference.